Welcome back. It's time for some 814 Eats. We are in the kitchen with Chef Janet for some Southern cooking today. Chef Janet, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Always good to have you. So what are we whipping up today?
We are making a very Southern dish.
Okay.
Homemade biscuits and chocolate gravy.
Chocolate gravy.
Now you think that sounds crazy, but in the South, we love our chocolate gravy.
I've never heard of it, but you know what? You've never steered me wrong, Chef Janet.
So you got a nice homemade biscuit. Got to have a sturdy biscuit to put this chocolate gravy on. So I'm gonna got my skillet hot, and in here, in my little measuring cup, I put a half a cup of water, 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla, 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And one of the reasons that you want to add some salt in there is because sometimes when you make something with chocolate, you know how it sometimes is a little bit over sweet?
Okay, yeah.
That salt neutralizes that.
Oh, okay.
So that helps where it's not going to be too sweet tasting.
Okay.
Okay. Then I had a half a cup of cocoa powder that I put in there. That's the chocolate. And then a cup of granulated sugar. And so you're just going to put all this on to get it to a nice boil. And then we're going to put it over a nice homemade biscuit. And of course the biscuits I've made here on the show before, and my recipe is the heavy whipping cream and self-rising flour. And then if you need to thin this down, your chocolate gravy, after you've added the vanilla, the salt, the water, cocoa powder, and sugar, you can put a little heavy whipping cream, which I just did, so we get it where it's the right gravy consistency. And then on my biscuits,
what's the secret to a sturdy biscuit versus an unsturdy biscuit?
A sturdy, chef.
All right, so folks at home, you gotta be sturdy to have a sturdy biscuit.
Look at this. I found my heart-shaped cookie cutter, so I made heart-shaped biscuits for all the love I have for you all.
Oh my goodness, Chef Janet.
I know it. Then I made regular biscuits.
For Mike Doyle.
No, and I made big biscuits. In the South, when you make a real big biscuit, we call it a cat head biscuit, because it's as big as a cat head. Okay, and that's a true story. Then here's my little antique heart cookie cutter. Okay, and then I said, well, if I made a cat head biscuit, I need to make hearts. I'll call those cat hearts.
Cat hearts. Okay. Is it the size of a cat?
Yeah.
Probably.
And here's another little biscuit, a little heart-shaped biscuit. I was going to say these were just for Mike Doyle, but I knew you'd get jealous, Jordan.
I'm extremely jealous.
Now, let me tell you. They do. Got a girl crush. Anyway, now let me tell you, I know. For my garnish here today, and I always like to have a nice teachable moment, but for my garnish here today, I didn't use anything out of the neighbor's yard across the street this time. Yep. I brought something from my yard that's a perennial. It's called lamb's ear. Okay. And I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but years ago...
The lambs have.
The lambs have. But anyway, years ago in the war, when soldiers would get injured with the bullet wound, the nurse would put lamb's ear on it and it would clot the bleeding.
Really?
Yes, it's also, it's edible. You can put it in a salad. You can use it for a garnish. You can put it on a bee sting or a wasp sting. It has many, you can make tea with it. Rabbit's ear tea, lamb's ear, but it's really cool. It has a nice purple bloom in the summer, but it's just really a neat thing to have because it's for all types of medicinal purposes.
Well, look at that. A nice teachable moment with Chef Janet, and the more you know.
Yeah, about lamb's ear.
Lamb's ear. You know, Rebecca in my ear goes, try it. I go, you mean like try it as in like have it stop some bleeding? Like, do you want me to get like hurt and like then put it on? She's crazy. Insane person. Oh, look at that. And then you have your heart-shaped biscuits and chocolate gravy.
Yeah, does Mike want to join us?
Mike, do you want a taste of this? Of course.
Come on over.
Here we go. Got a sturdy biscuit. Sturdy Biscuits. That was that's what they called you in college, right, Mike?
Yeah, that was my my band name.
Sturdy Biscuits. Yeah, that's right. You were the lead singer of Sturdy Biscuits.
So anyway, something different that you can use for a garnish. And yes, this is very edible. You can look it up and see all the multi-purposes of this.
This is so good, Chef Janet.
How's a chocolate gravy? Too sweet?
I could bathe in this chocolate gravy.
Okay, yeah, I usually can too. I can usually take a bath in it.
Mike's over there. You get
All right.
Get that lamb ear in there, Mike.
It's a lot of lamb ear. I think too much.
Go ahead, eat the lamb ear. She said
Try
it's
the
edible.
chocolate gravy.
Well,
Wow.
Chef Janet, while Mike and I are eating this, why don't you tell the folks at home how they can contact you for cooking demonstrations or personal chef cuisine from Chef Janet?
Yes, call me at 814-515-1191 and book a party, and I will come and serve your guest, and then I ghost.
And then she ghosts. That's
So
it.
cook on, my friends, with your chocolate gravy today.
That is really good, folks. If you try this at home, go ahead and send us pictures on our Facebook page because it is absolutely delicious.